Hey, what's up? Teacher Gel here, your OFW teacher in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So I have been receiving a lot of messages in my inbox asking if diin lagi daw ko nakakitaan ng teaching position. All right, and so many are also asking as to why Saudi Arabia of all the countries. I'll answer that question na lang on a separate video, okay? One step at a time, ta. So let me answer the question regarding where did I find this job. So there's only just one website where I can really refer you to that website because they're really credible and they update job opportunities there like real time. So what website is that? It's workabroad.ph. Again, that's workabroad.ph. Everything in one word, .ph. Okay? So just register for an account there and just upload your resume, or better yet, just go ahead and create your resume. And also need to have a cover letter. So your cover letter must be on a format where it's really comprehensive. That everything must be there. What are the skills that the employer needs to see so that you are a potential hire just by looking at your profile. All right. So workabroad.ph. I remember before, you know my story. I applied to the U.S., to Japan, and even in Vietnam. So I received job offers. Let's start with US, but then again, I cannot afford because grabe ka mahal. All right. And in Japan as well, um, they would need a driver's license for me because I applied at Chesham at that time. Wala pa may jet program ato. But then again, even though if mag-Japan ko, I would not proceed with jet program because it's just like the US cultural program where you are given up to 5 years to stay in that country, earn, teach, and then go back to your country and share whatever you have learned. So, siya mga ako gipili before when I tried to apply for Japan. But then again, they need a driver's license because you will be having a car ngadto, but then again, you will be paying for that. It's like a rent. So everything is actually not free. If you will go through Chesham, it's like a dispatching company who will dispatch ALTs or assistant language teachers who will assist Japanese teachers in Japan. It's just like JET program, okay? But JET program is government to government ang iya transaction. With Chesham, it's a private dispatch company, all right? And another is the what do you call this, like the placement fee that you have to pay sa Chesham if you wanted to work in Japan. It's like 100,000 pesos. Di madala. Okay? Lisod ba ni same sa ato in town ulirang guro nga nabulit sa utang. So when I came across a teaching position in Saudi, wala ani ko mag-send, of course. I tried to make a research because again we have a very negative impression about Saudi. And that impression of mine definitely changed when I watched the video. So YouTube can really help us, okay? So there, I was impressed by how they treat their employees, the schools here, and how they provide benefits. So I decided to go here in Saudi because again, if we will have a computation and we can actually do that in some other videos, maybe in a separate video. If you work in Japan, yes, you will be earning 100,000 pesos, but then again, you will be paying for everything. Here in Saudi, everything is free. Okay, your accommodation is free. And remember, accommodation, the place where you're staying. So you need to be in a place where you're comfortable with. Okay, listen, pagkaig mo po yung lang kalitog fayag-fayag. So who would want to go to work, report to work if you are in an uncomfortable place? So free man tanan dire, but if you will total everything here in Japan, ang accommodation, the water, the electric bill, and the transportation, it would sum up to 100,000 pesos. All right. So the salary that you will be getting here is just like in net to other teachers who are working in other countries, plus the tutorial per day there. Di ba? And the good thing about here in Saudi as well, if you teach here, is that if you have a coordinatorship, you will be paid for that. So the only allowable session time or the load subject loading is only 24 session. By session ang ila pagkwenta dire, okay? So if you will be given an additional load, subject load, you will be compensated for that. So, pag pangutana sa ako, of course, 24 into 24, kagamay ra ba? Ano? Pwede make it like the maximum load. Anad ba tada sa Pinas ha? Way undang yaw-yaw. Yeah, ang klase is only up until 1 p.m. Di ba? Nya hatid sundo ka pa jud. Nindot pa jud ang imong sakyan. Pag abot nimo sa balay, perting ka komportable. Free na tanan. You have your pillow, you have your comforter. Just ang air condition baday, unlimited. Wa jay paunganay din he. Electricity, why paunganay. So you don't have to worry about it. Things and the instructional materials that you will be using at school, everything is also for free. Of course naman, again, that's the very big difference sa school diri sa laing lugar compared din na sa ato sa Pinas. Kasi sa Pinas ato tanan here, the school will be shouldering all the expenses for as long as it will benefit the learners. Okay, if it's for the sake of the what do you call this, like the teaching learning process, it's going to be for free. And the school uniforms, Apple School, ha, it's going to be for free again. So there. So workabroad.ph, register an account, and submit your resume there and start out sending applications, okay? If you want. Bye.